Hi, my name is Jada Pickett. I'm from Port St. Lucie, Florida, and I'm 22 years old. This is my endometriosis story. Um, from the age of 11, I have experienced the worst kind of periods possible, from needing to sit in a bathtub for a couple hours to laying in bed all day and missing school. I went to see my first gynecologist at the age of 12 and started birth control immediately, which seemed to only make my symptoms worse. I started to have cysts, I had fibroids, and in my junior year of high school, I had a cyst the size of a golf ball burst on my left ovary, which sent me to the hospital. So that was pretty hard. And then right after that happened, I decided to change my gynecologist so I could get a different perspective on the whole situation, because I still had no idea what was going on with me. I thought that what was happening had to do with something I was eating or something like that. But I went and saw her, and she told me that my symptoms sounded like I might be suffering from endometriosis. So I listened to what she said. I had my first laparoscopy done, where they cut me here, and on my belly button, and put a tiny little camera in, and they saw that I had lesions that were forming all over parts of my body, ligaments, muscles. My lower intestine and my bladder were covered in lesions, which made a lot of sense since I was feeling pain in all of these areas and having trouble in these areas. So after the surgery was over and they had removed what they could, I went right back on being on birth control. And within a year, I was told that within 3 years I would have symptoms again. Well, within a year, I was having symptoms again already. And I knew that this was not right. There had to be something more I could do. So I started to do my own research, and I started researching, foods that might be causing my problem, shampoos and lotions and stuff. What could be causing my body to have such a overload of estrogen? And I took the steps that I could to make it a little bit easier on myself. So that helped a little bit for a little while. I was still taking birth control during this time, so it didn't help very much. It wasn't until I stopped taking the birth control back when it was 2019 when I stopped taking my birth control in September, I believe. So September 2019, I stopped taking my pill, and from that point on, I had no period. I was still experiencing cramps, I was bloated, I had, acne all over my face and my neck and my chest, which was very painful and irritating considering I'm 22 years old now. Like, I shouldn't be having acne still. So I got back on the computer and I started to research other women who were dealing with the same problems I was dealing with, and hoping that maybe I could learn something from them. Sure enough, I found a video on YouTube. I don't remember her name at the moment. I know it was Corey, but she told me about her experience, and it sounded exactly like mine. That she was having, trouble using the bathroom. She was having cramps, leg pain. She would spend days off of work and miss school, and she was becoming very acquainted with the shower floor, which is something I did also. And the thing that helped her was coming to see a doctor named Dr. Yingling. He's located in St. Petersburg, which is just a couple hours away from where I live. So I thought, hey, maybe this doctor might know a thing or two. So I continued to watch the video, and sure enough, he did some unorthodox things that were much different than what my doctors had done. He used holistic ideas. He believed it was psychological things and such. So that really perked my interest, considering I had tried surgeries, I had tried pills, I had tried shots, I had tried going without anything at all, and I was still suffering from endometriosis. Endometriosis. So I gave him a call and made an appointment, booked a hotel, and my boyfriend and I traveled across the state to go see this doctor, desperately looking for answers, trying to find a cure or some kind of help to help me feel better so that I could live a normal life and not have to be weighed down by this disease. My first visit was really great with Dr. Yingling. We went over a lot of things. We went over, foods I was eating. We went over the shampoos and stuff I was using on my body. We found a lot of different things that were adding to my problem, which we addressed. And sure enough, after my first visit, I went home, I relaxed, and my period came back. And it didn't just come back, it wasn't painful, it wasn't light, it wasn't non-existent, it wasn't filled with tingling legs or anything like that. It was like, I felt like a normal woman. I felt like a normal person. And it was a huge eye-opener for me. I remember I ran out of the bathroom telling my boyfriend, oh, my period came. And, usually people don't celebrate that, but I was really happy that I felt normal for once in my life. I felt okay, like this is fine. You're not dying anymore. So now I am helping myself. I'm using Dr. Yingling's guidance and his advice, and I haven't been having issues since. I've been feeling a lot more free. I've been feeling a lot more comfortable with myself. My body doesn't hurt. I can sit down and I don't feel the lesions. I don't feel discomfort or tingling anymore. I just feel at peace.